What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying out a full grenade launcher build, but in Halls of Torment instead of Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. So they are a magic area projectile attack. It's based on the damage dealt with other projectiles, and it throws every 3 seconds, which I don't think you can speed up. And it's also not classified as a main weapon, so it's a bit weird in that sense. So let's go with the transfixion here. Its magic and projectile also has the fragile debuff, which should be pretty insane since that will increase the damage they take, and then that will stack up more projectile damage for the grenades, and then they should deal even more damage, I think. And then let's get some movement speed early so we can avoid attacks. We're doing a second copy of the mark to hopefully fire even more grenades. I'm hoping that works. Do we have anything over here for that? No, so it might not work. I don't know. We'll take some defense, I think, early on, because it's very hard to get runs going on higher torment, it feels like, because there's just quite a bit of unavoidable damage before you really get your movement speed going and can actually avoid it. So it seems to be all about staying alive. Let's see. We want the movement speed here so we can avoid stuff and get a bit of attack speed. We'll banish that. And then we want force projectiles plus grenade radius here, so we can memories that. And then look for some stuff here. We can banish that one since that would debuff our grenades. And then let's toss some reverbance on this to get some absolutely massive grenades. Proficient stance, we can banish that. Go ahead and grab the other dedication. And then for weapon proficiency, we want projectile damage and grenade multi-strike. So that's both of those. We can probably memories that, grab the damage already. I'm gonna try and focus the slime, I guess, because he's spawning those ice spikes, and those can spawn right on top of you and kill you instantly, so they are extremely dangerous early on. Grab the other proficiency. But there's just so much stuff, I can't move. Okay, we got a decent grenade hit here. Movement speed, that's very helpful, thankfully. We're almost strong enough to avoid attacks. More pickup radius. More movement, yes. A little bit more, and maybe I can start dodging stuff. More defense. Let's grab the magnets, try and get a couple more levels, and hopefully scale up. We have the grenades here. And then, I guess, point 2 might not be that helpful, I don't know. And then here's the projectile damage, we can get rid of that. Go ahead and finish off the tier 2 weapon. And then attack speed's good for that, more damage and more debuffing at the same time. That's so much damage even though I'm avoiding everything you realistically can. Please. Movement, yes, please. More defense. We have another dedication. Can I get something better here, maybe? More grenade radius? Yeah, sure. We can finish that now. Need to get these champions down so I don't run into an ice spike right as they spawn and just instantly die. But my damage is so low right now. I'll grab some more pickup to help collect stuff. Movement, yes. We need that very badly. Effect on hit. Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to go a bit heavier on the stats that give both debuffing and damage at the same time. So dedication, we want both of these. And we also want 2 here. Bigger grenades. I think I can actually double a second one of those as well. And then there's a tier 5 trait that should be pretty good for the grenades. So here's the weapon proficiency. Then we can freely grab both of these. I'd really like to get another scroll so I can get some more attacks, but I can barely move, man. We can grab that. Let's get a bit more regen for now. More defense. Let's get some damage now. Did that chest do anything? Okay, we have an invincibility for a little bit, so I can start moving over here somewhat. Multi-strike, I like that. I really need to get some more projectile skills so we can actually make the damage more consistent and actually clear a path. More multi-strike. Let's get some area to make the grenades clear more now. Movements. More pickup, I think. Make sure we can grab every potion because we really need them. We're almost over there to the scroll finally. More movement speed, that'll help. And the scroll is in jail. And there's a ton of unavoidable damage. So we do want the slow on that, but Arcane Splinters I think is a very good magic projectile. It can hit a lot of enemies and it can stay on the ground for a while. A lot of consistent damage from that once we scale it up. More damage. It's pretty good at breaking chests and stuff to help you find potions as well. Let's see, we have 2 grenades, range. I think I would take attack speed on that. I don't know that range is super useful on it, so we'll go like this, and then try and find the other pairs of those. Grab the weapon proficiency damage. Okay, we can hopefully grab an upgrade for that. I think I do want this one. Astronomer's Orbs is also a projectile. It's kind of got some weird summoning stuff though, so we can maybe do something better than that. And then we can grab that, and then both of those will be free. Oh, I need to use that on the radius before we forget. And then I think there's one really cool tier 5 trait for the grenades to use the other one on. And then we can grab that. Movement speed, yep. I'm almost fast enough to avoid attacks now. Attack speed, yes. Whoever's doing that ice prison needs to die. That's blocking off so much of the area. I like attack speed and multi-strike. We'll grab that since I need some help here. And it's close to the second upgrade now, which will be very helpful. Are these chests even... Oh, that's right! I have the artifact that gives random stuff. I've never seen that before, okay. That's regeneration, that's the wrong one. Growth, I don't care about that, I think. So those are all useless to me. We can send that up and I guess just destroy these? Yeah, that doesn't have the potion, so it doesn't scale you up as much for these two. So I don't see that being useful. Damage... I think I would like the crit stat, since that has no downside. Force is actually very strong on the splinters because it increases their duration that they hang around on the ground. So you can get very long-lasting AoE coverage. Damage, I would prefer probably attack speed or crit, I guess, is fine. I don't think base damage is very good because we're getting a good amount of that from the ring that keeps scaling that up. I need a bit more for one more upgrade, I think. Attack speed is okay. Let's just take the multi-strike for now. Crit chance, there we go, that's level 2 on crits. Finish that off and get the rest of the movement speed. Please, I'm so close to abilities. Upgrades. Actually, we could look for some more abilities. Oh, Phantom Needles would be very good, yeah. We do want to look for that. I'll take the debuffing here. On crits or crits, yeah, since we're using it as a full damage ability, I'm fine grabbing some of that for it. And then I guess we have to check some of the items. Force. I don't care about any of those. Clear up some room. Let's get some more defense here. And then we want the other one that applies slow on that, I think. So we can reroll, look for Phantom Needles or that. Go ahead and grab that since we need some more projectile skills. And that one hits very quickly, adding some nice consistent damage. Ooh, force and projectile size. Ooh, multi-strike and area radius. I think I want that. Well, we could grab like one of these and then two of these, and then that'll give a bit of a mix, and we can go ahead and grab the upgrade for that now. Help us survive the extremely rough early game. So we have the slow here. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then the splinters are ready for one. Finish off the pickup. Let's see, we don't want this one. We want them to burst into smaller ones since that will add a ton of projectile hits. And we want that one so they'll gain damage over time. That'll pair nicely with force. Let's go with this one first, I think. Crit chance and multi-strike. Let's try and get this one up to 6 now, and I think I do like the dual crits as one of the better ones here. Range, we can also get attack speed. 10% force is kind of bad. Let's probably go for the attack speed on that. I'll grab some area for now. Here you go, attack speeds. We'll go ahead and grab that, get that closer to one more upgrade. Multi-strike, force. That's the one we want. +1 base grenade, so we can double that up to a starting 3 grenades plus multi-strike modifiers. I guess we could have gone for that, but I just don't really like losing force on it, so we'll just go here now. And then grab this one so we can choose the damage over time with some extra base damage. Are there any other projectiles I want? Avalanche would probably be okay. Yeah, as a 4th ability, that might be kind of hard actually. Let's go here for now. If I feel like I have a ton of extra stuff, we will go there eventually. Attack speed, I like that. Items we have. Okay, at least 2 different things I can send up and get them out of the pool. Multi-strike, sure. Man, I just don't understand why the starting part of the game is like 50 times as hard as the rest. So, +2 grenades, and can we see what that looks like on the sheet? Grenades per launch, 7.56. And I guess we have 2 of those for the mark. Up to 7.8 radius from 2.5. Oh yeah, there we go. That's more like it. So here we can grab attack speed, sure. We can get dual crits there. I like that more. I think damage is fine. Attack speed, get that out of the way. Dual crits, I think I like multi-strike an area there if possible. Base damage... I think percent damage would probably be the best here. That or crit bonus. We do have plenty of Oblivion still, so I can go like that, and then grab some base crit for everything. Nah, crit bonus is fine. I guess the random items does speed up the game a bit, but it's nice actually being able to find upgrades for your build as well. Attack speed, that's fine. Attack speed melee. So that's the highest damage, but if I go here I can get more grenades. So we'll wait for that, finish off the defense. Force and range. We could grab a bit of that. Force is the number of enemies it pierces, I think. I'm gonna leave those books for a bit. Attack speed projectile, nah. Damage is good. Attack speed is good. Attack speed magic for B. I think that is what we would take here. The grenades don't have any force scaling, so we don't really have to take that. It gives some extra penetration to those, extra duration to that, but attack speed kind of does the same thing anyways. And it will also help the transfixtions a lot more. Attack speed, yes. Check the items again, have that, and that. Percent damage, yes. Oh, I have 2 upgrades for that ready now, I think. Base crits. Here we go, multi-strike, more grenades. And then I guess we'll send both of those up. Critical hits split into 2 projectiles, both are copies, and 15 base damage. I think that is one of the ones I want, just to add a ton of extra projectile hits overall. We can finish that off at level 3. And then... that's a lot of damage. I don't like losing the force, but we can probably take it there. And I think it's more useful to me than range. There we go, big damage. Now the grenades are blasting. Attack speed. Oh, we wanted multi-strike, I think. So we'll grab some damage. And then I think there's another slow-based effect on the needles. And then that'll pair nicely with transfixion. Damage is fine. Magic in an area. I think we want the other one, although that can be pretty good. I guess we'll go ahead and grab the avalanche while it's available. That's a projectile, and it also has some slow-based stuff later on to go with both of those abilities. So we definitely don't want the frost-based stuff, so that's the only one here. Probably multi-strike for that. Come on, grenades! We do have the needles, so we can... There we go. They apply slow on hit, and 15% flat crit chance for every slow stack. Sounds really good. You know, the grenades are really missing some sort of, like, sound effect when they come out. Is there something for that I turned off? Special effects is what it should be, right? And I don't see anything else. So I guess there's just no sound effect for it. Just giant blue flames that delete everything. Crit chance or multi-strike. I think that's probably cooler. Attack speed, yeah, that's fine. Avalanche waves, yes. Crit bonus, that's pretty good. Actually, that's fantastic with the upgrade we just got for it with the flat crit for every slow stack. Still waiting on the multi-strike for that. Attack speed's fine. Let's see what we can find with the scroll on that first. And then if we can get the second upgrade available, I can choose whatever I want for that one when it's a little bit harder. Multi-strike, there we go. Additional projectiles, I think that is the best one anyways. More area for the grenades. Tier 5. I think force is like extra duration on those. Duration, yes. And knockback. I'm fine just getting big damage on them, I think. Since that also scales up our grenades. Avalanche waves, yes, and then we can choose whatever here. Trail of ice that slows down enemies and applies frost. That's what I was talking about for the extra slow synergy. Additional lightning and chance to apply spark. That really doesn't fit the build here. Attack speed, yes. And then I think 4 is probably about the most we can sustain here while still getting all of our passive stuff up. That's fine. Multi-strike. So that's probably the most grenades we can get now. 8.72 with potentially 17 if both of them are working together. Let's get a bit more slow chance since we have a lot of synergy with that. Damage or that, I think that's fine either way. Attack speed or avalanche waves. That'll probably be a bit better. Not elemental effect chance. Oh well. finish off the crit chance. More debuffing. Seems like the grenades aren't really damaging this guy because he is taking very low damage. Let's get the crit bonus now. Yeah, you could grab that, but I think the passive stats are actually just better now. We already have 4 fully ramped up projectile skills, probably not gaining a ton from one more damage. Doubt the side quest for the boss really makes much difference when there's 3 of them every time. I don't know, maybe it has some sort of special effects. Attack speed. Well, he is going the same direction. Oh yeah, we actually do want the force quite a bit for the arcane splinters. More duration on those is fantastic. Crit bonus. As force never shows up again. Yeah, looks like 4 abilities was just the right amount to get most of the useful stats finished right before the boss. But I haven't really been taking many of the XP reduction artifacts right now, so that would probably change it down to 3. I wonder if you can use the ghost wall to stack up more damage, and then the grenades will have massive burst? I think the ghost wall stays when the boss is out, right? So we could absolutely nuke them, potentially. Oh no, I guess it doesn't, huh? Did I finish Force? I might have. Looks like it. One of them's dead. Just need some decent grenade hits. Oh, that one's the Act 1 guy who revives into the caster one. Extremely rough early game, but it actually was quite good later on. Let's see, do we have anything to send? We do not. Oh, right, I already sent a couple things. So we don't even need to run over there. Oh, we can take a look at some of the stats on the abilities. So the grenades... 9.04 grenades times 2, 8.8 area radius, base value 3.36. I don't think there was anything in particular on these. 8.63 multi-strike. Lots of slowing base stuff across all of our projectiles. 650% crit bonus is quite a bit. 12.8 second duration, plus they split into smaller ones and gain damage over time. 16.65 multi-strike on those. $687 million grenade damage. Not bad. 2/3 of a billion. 215 on the splinters, 134 on the transfixion. 89 on the avalanche is very high considering how late we got that and upgraded it. That might actually have some pretty good potential then. 133 on the phantom needles. Those got a little bit of a debuff from the ethereal shift that gave magic attack speed for these two. I think it had a minus 100% physical damage, so that was a bit weaker. Chest drop. What? Bit of gold. Who was that? The rifle dude. So for the shards, we had a good amount of health and damage, and then a bit of crit stats. I've mostly been pumping my early stats into the ones that have a 1% increase, so we get a good overall power boost. Then if I have a lot of extras, I'll grab some of the 0.5s, just to get a decent baseline to survive the very rough early game right now. Items, we did the double grenades, we got the permanent movement speed plus base damage scaling, with that to heal and that to convert the movement speed into attack speed for everything. I was running the wooden ring growth for a lot of percent crit chance because the rifle dude gets a crit bonus when they level up, so that way you're getting some dual crits. Bunch of multi-strike for even more grenades, and then some healing and extra damage. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.